This is Ron Kelleher with the Inspired Leadership Podcast, episode number 550. Today's episode is entitled, Why Lot's Story is Crucial for Understanding Credibility in Leadership.
Hello, and welcome to Inspired Leadership, the podcast for Christian leaders in the marketplace who want to be the best leaders they can be. And now your host, Ron Kelleher.
Credibility in leadership is a fundamental attribute that shapes the effectiveness of leaders across all sectors. It serves as the cornerstone upon which followers build trust and loyalty. In Genesis 19:14, there's the story of Lot living in the sin-infested city of Sodom. Lot imparts a dire warning to his sons-in-laws about God's impending wrath. The Bible records their reaction, saying, "But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-laws." The dismissal of Lot's warning pinpoints two critical factors that leaders should heed. Firstly, the worldliness of Lot undermined his credibility in leadership. Having lived as a resident of Sodom and engaged in its cultures and norms, his sudden declaration of doom seemed hypocritical, causing his sons-in-laws to doubt his sincerity. And this highlights the essence of credibility in leadership. Leaders must ensure that their actions align with their words. Secondly, the hardened hearts of the listeners played a part. As listeners, the sons-in-laws were resistant to warnings of divine judgment. Even the most persuasive leader will struggle to reach those unwilling or unprepared to hear their message, further underscoring the need for credibility in leadership. The disinterest of Lot's sons-in-laws had catastrophic consequences. They perished in the ensuing destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. The scenario underscores a stark truth. Disregarding a credible warning, particularly warnings from God, can result in grave consequences. In our modern context, Pastor Bill Hybels' story is a stark reminder of the importance of credibility in leadership. Despite having a substantial following and a significant platform, allegations of personal misconduct and unethical behavior began to surface. When these allegations were confirmed, the leader's credibility was irreparably damaged. Even sincere apologies and offers of restitution were insufficient to restore his credibility, and his once inspiring words were met with skepticism and cynicism. The example of Lance Armstrong exemplifies the critical importance of credibility in leadership as well. Armstrong, a 7-time Tour de France winner and renowned cancer survivor, was regarded as a powerful leader in professional cycling and cancer advocacy. However, his credibility plummeted dramatically following his involvement in a doping scandal. Armstrong denied doping allegations for years, maintaining a facade of integrity and resilience. The fallout was severe when Armstrong admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs in 2013. His confession led to a profound loss of respect and trust among his fans, sponsors, and even the broader public. His leadership in the sporting world was irrevocably tarnished. This case underscores the vital role of credibility in leadership. Without it, even the most seemingly inspirational leader can fall from grace. It serves as a stark reminder for leaders in all sectors to consistently align their actions with their words. So, in conclusion, Genesis 19's account of Lot and his sons-in-law, together with these contemporary examples, underscores the profound importance of credibility in leadership. For those serving in spiritual roles, living out the principles they preach and ensuring their character is consistent in public and private life is paramount. Once credibility is lost, it's difficult, if not impossible, to regain. And the the ability to convey critical messages can be severely harmed. Moreover, the tale of Lot's sons-in-laws teaches us that even the most urgent warnings may be ignored if the audience perceives the messenger is lacking in credibility or if their hearts are hardened. Therefore, as leaders, it's essential to cultivate credibility and deliver our messages in a way that our audience can accept and understand. Finally, ignoring credible leadership can have severe consequences. As leaders, we must establish and maintain credibility for our messages to be heard and acted upon. As followers, we must maintain an open heart and mind, ready to discern truth regardless of its source. This protects not only our current lives, but also our eternal destiny. Well, that's it for this week, and as always, questions and comments are welcome. Have you encountered situations where a leader lost credibility? What impact did their loss of credibility have on the organization? I'd love it if you'd come over to the website at ronkelleher.com/episode 550 and leave me a question or a comment. And as always, before we go, I'd like to ask you to do me a quick favor, and that is to hop on over to whatever podcast service you're listening to this on. Leave a ranking for the show and a comment if you wish. It really does help us get the show into the hands of more and more people. So I thank you in advance for that and pray that God would help us all to be the powerful and the inspired leaders He intends us to be. That's it for this episode of Inspired Leadership. You'll find a complete transcript of this episode on my website at www.ronkelleher.com. My prayer now is that you'll go out and be the powerful, inspired leader that God intends us to be.
Thanks for listening to the Inspired Leadership Podcast at www.ronkelleher.com.